Hello all, Shadwell here, ready to talk about the next film in my collection, 28 Weeks Later from 2007, directed by Juan Carlos Fresnadillo and starring Robert Carlyle, Jeremy Renner, and Rose Byrne. This is the sequel to 28 Days Later, which I just reviewed last episode, and it had a different directing and writing team at the helm. However, they were still able to do a pretty good job of replicating the tradition of bleakness and the frenetic visual aesthetic of the first film. I certainly appreciate that, as that is about all the two films share thematically, as the sequel feels like a significant increase in both budget and scope. 28 Days Later told the story of, at most, two handfuls of survivors, whereas 28 Weeks Later surrounds the entirety of the UK, located very densely in downtown London, and an infection that breaks out in the otherwise clean population less than 48 hours after children are allowed back in the safe zone. Kids do the darndest things sometimes, like destabilize an entire nation. Whereas I don't have much of an opinion on the first film, this one I certainly like much more. One of the evolutions I really enjoyed was the score. John Murphy hints at his score for 28 Days Later in places, but overall the score is much more evocative of pulsing dread. I really do appreciate film scores, so you can expect me to talk about them every so often in the reviews to come. Otherwise, I just like this film more than the first, and I can't quite put my finger on why. It isn't the acting, writing, or directing, as those were also strong in the first film. I guess I just cared more because the stakes were higher, and I liked the ending better, which is in direct contrast with the style of ending in 28 Days Later. There are some interesting special features on the disc. I own the DVD, but I imagine the same features and more are on the Blu-ray disc of the film as well. Although, weirdly, there is a pair of animated shorts that are intended to be between the two films. However, they only have the first and third chapter of these shorts, and all my searching has never uncovered the existence of a second chapter. Like I said, weird. Overall though, I think 28 Weeks Later is just a much better film than its predecessor, and I'm going to give it a B because, while it's not the best in the genre, it is pretty damn solid. Well, gross. Looks like next episode I'll have to watch and review Demon Slaughter off the 50 Decrepit Crypt of Nightmares collection. I'm definitely not looking forward to half of those tasks. I'll let you guess which one is which, and you'll learn for sure next episode. See y'all then.